And very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the live session only on the YouTube channel Unacademy Computer Science. So yeah guys, how are you all doing? Let me know in the chat box everyone. How are you people doing and how are the things going at your end guys? Till the time, just let me shift this from here to here. Yes everyone, so yeah, how are you all doing guys? How are the things at your end and how are you people exactly? Okay, so with that, let's start it for today. Okay, so right now, as you all know, that the Unlock 20 offer is going on for Unacademy onto this Unacademy courses. So the course which we are offering is GATE, CS and IT. Right here onto this particular course, you can save up to 50% onto your CS and IT subscriptions with up to your 4 months of free extensions. Okay. ओके अमन मैम पूरा का पूरा की पूरी सिलेबस एक ही वीडियो में कवर करा दो टेक एज मच यू वांट 5-6 hours or even okay see Amin, if you are saying about the DSA का पूरा syllabus GATE GATE data science और AI वाले course के लिए right, so for that tomorrow we are doing a crash course जिसमें कि मैं पूरा का पूरा DSA I'm gonna cover in one single video. Okay, so tomorrow we are having a crash course for data science, so for DSA, and anyone can join that crash course who wants to go into GATE or DSCI syllabus, right? Either you are joining it for the placement sort of view or interview point of view. So absolutely any one of you can join this particular crash course, which is going to happen up tomorrow at 7 p.m. in the evening. Okay, it will be a long crash course, guys. I guess it will take around 2 to 3 hours for completing the complete DSA. So it's a request everyone that do mark up your calendars, and the stream is already scheduled. So you can just go there and click on notify button so that once we start in tomorrow, you can get in the notification also so that you don't forget up that particular. Okay. Yeah, so as I was talking about, you can save up to 50% onto your CS and IT subscriptions with up to 4 months of free extensions. Okay. Now join the Bhramhastra Plus and the mission matches for your GATE and PSUs 2024 and the 25, which is starting on 30th of November 2023. Right. So there what do we have? We are having two types of courses. One is a plus and the second one is the iconic course. Right now, for getting up the offer which is mentioned up over here as like the real prices for the 6+1 free months for plus was something, and what do you have to pay? You have to pay 23,199 after applying up a 34% off. Right, so this offer is right now going on, and this offer is for each and every of you for any of the respective batches. Okay, so you go for plus, you go for iconic, that's your own choice. You can just take that particular and move ahead. So you just have to use the code which is unlock 20 for getting the maximum discount onto the GATE, CS and IT courses. So talking about the benefits which you have up over here, so for that you just have to save up to 50% off on your station subscriptions, where you will be getting a 4 months of free extension too. Okay, so benefits course for the plus, you are having plus benefits you get in the plus and iconic both. Okay, talking about a high quality printed notes, you do not get it in the plus, but you get it in the iconic. Okay, talking about your one-on-one live mentorship, you do not get it in the plus, but you get it in the iconic. And talking about your customized doubt solving, you do not get it in the plus, but you get it in the iconic. Right, so these are the benefits which you get in the plus and iconic. Both are listed up over here. Now you can just see what you are getting in plus and what you are getting in the iconic. Okay, prices are also mentioned up over here. What are the prices for the plus, what are the prices for the iconic? You can check it onto your own. And again, the code which you can use is unlock20. Okay, that particular code will help you. So this is a limited period offer. So yeah, go ahead and enroll very soon as possible. So for Bhramhastra batch, there's a batch of the GATE 2024 CSE and IT where it is starting on 30th of November. Okay. So this is going to be Hindi plus English. It's going to be a CS, and will be your batch number D. Okay. So you will be starting with the operating systems by Vishwadeep Vishwadeep Goti at 11:15 a.m. and the CEO by Shweta Kumar at 1:30 p.m. Further followed by Engineering Mathematics by Gurupal Chawla at 3:30 p.m. So this is kind of the very first day classes which you're having up over here. Further followed by you'll be having up the complete timetable that at what time what is the course that you'll be getting and what classes will be the live for you. Okay. And a second batch which is for the GATE PSUs 2025/90, that batch is Mission batch. Okay, that is again starting on November of 30th. And it's again be Hindi plus English CS, and that will be a batch number F. Okay. So, whosoever the people take the iconic subscriptions, okay, you're having two types of subscriptions as I told, plus and iconic, right? So the people who will be taking up the iconic subscriptions, those will be getting these books delivered at their home within 15 days, right? So if you take the iconic subscription, the books for the digital logics, operating system, programming and data structure, theory of computation, computer networks, database management system, compiler design, computer organization and architecture, discrete maths, algorithm, engineering mathematics, and aptitude. All these courses you will get the books for all of these courses you will be getting delivered at your home within just 15 days. Right? So if you just want, you can take the iconic subscription, you will be getting this benefit also of the books delivered at your home. So nothing can stop you from chasing up your GATE CS and IIT dreams. You just have to get started with a no-cost EMIs and a 0% interest onto the loan for as low as ₹3,599 per month. Okay, you get approval for this same in 2 hours. You get the minimal paperwork and a flexible tenures also. So these are all the people who already cracked out the GATE 2023. So congratulations for all of the Unacademy learners who have cracked it in the GATE 2023. And you can also be the one very soon. You just have to properly start practicing, start utilizing up your time, and yeah, sure you'll be the one very soon. Great guys, so this is all what we had in as of for telling you about this thing. Perfect. Great. Okay, so let's start in for today. Everyone whosoever is here, just drop me a hi in the chat box very soon once so that we can start in. Okay, let's start for today everyone. So let's start with the data structures and algorithm. As what was the topic for our discussion of today, we will be discussing about the graph theory only, right? So yesterday we learned about the graph theory a little bit. It is a non-linear data structure which has your vertices and edges, right? Vertices you also called as nodes. Then you are having the edges as the lines over there, right? These all things we did discuss. And just let me open the OneNote. Just a minute. Right, yesterday we learned a lot about this graph theory, right? We just learned about the nodes. Very good evening, Chinna Reddy. Very good evening. So yesterday we learned about this nodes. We learned about the edges and everything over here, right? What are the nodes? What are the edges? And we learned about the finite and infinite graphs, undirected graphs, right? So this is all what we had learned up to yesterday, yeah, right? Guys, is my voice not okay? Okay, Jai Hind, Piyush. Okay, just allow me a minute, everyone. Okay, I don't know what this happens every time I am having the issue with the mic. Okay, just check it once. Let me know is the voice okay now, guys? Okay. Okay, fine. The voice is okay. Let's proceed in, guys, then in that particular case. Okay, fine. So, okay, as in this particular session of today, what we will be doing is we will be trying to build up the undirected graph. Okay, and we'll be finding the shortest path with the help of the dictionaries in the Python. That is what we'll be doing up over here. Okay. Okay, before that, okay, I don't know what's this issue of the voice then. Just let me check once. I don't know what's this issue of the voice then. Okay, guys, I'm not very sure like now what's the issue. If we can manage, if the voice is okay and we can manage for today, I'll just get it checked out by the team tomorrow. Okay. Okay, fine, guys. So let's start in for today. Yeah, I was about to discuss in the BFS, this term BFS. If you have heard about this particular thing, this means breadth first search. Okay, this is a very the thing which is best first breadth first search. Right now, here what happens up over the same, or how does this exactly works is, you start with the root. Right now, all of the levels which all of the nodes which you're having up over here, you first of all go and check each and every node. Right? You check the first node, second node, and the same manner you go up till the very last node. Right? And you just try to traverse all of those. Traverse means to switch up all of those nodes till the time each and every single node is not checked by you. So under this, what happens? You start from the root. Okay, with the root, there are all nodes. There are particular levels, right? So where there are all those levels, you have the nodes, right? You travel to each and every single node on each and every single level, and you just try to go and check out all of those over there, right? Now, for doing this particular basis, this is what you do up in the breadth first search. With the help of this particular technique, you just try to go ahead and check out all the levels and all the nodes on each and every single level till the time all the nodes are not visited. Okay? Now, for using this, for doing up this particular thing, you use the queue. If you haven't studied my queue lectures, in that case, I would say if you already learned about that, what are the queues, what kind of the like data structures are queues. So we have seen about queues previously, right? So what are the adjacent or maybe unvisited nodes of the level, right? Let's say I have these three levels, right? In these three levels, let's say I have one node here, second node here, no, third here, fourth, fifth, like kind of 6, 7, 8. Let's say I have these kind of nodes over here, fine. Just one example I'm telling you, okay? I am trying to move to each and every single node from here. Okay, I'm just going from every single node to the other nodes from this particular place. So what I'll do, I'll just try to move to every node. Now, let's say I went to 1, I went to 2, I went to 3, right? Now, whatever will be the adjacent node of my unvisited node. Let's say I didn't visited 5. I didn't visit 5. So my adjacent node to the 5 is 4. Or maybe I didn't visit 4. So the adjacent node to the 4 is 5. So what will happen? This particular node will be pushed up into the queue. This particular 4, it will be pushed up into the queue, right? And all the nodes of the current level, those are marked and visited and popped up from the queue. And all the nodes which are of that particular current level, those will be visited and they will be popped out from the queue. They will be taken out from the queue. Fine. So how does this work? A queue is being made up over here of all the numbers. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these numbers, my queue is being made for all these numbers. Now with the particular app, with the traversal, I would just go and visit to each and every node. Now let's say I didn't visited the node which is 4 number node. Number 4 node I didn't visit it. So node is adjacent to the 4's number node. Adjacent to this is 5, right? So this particular node will be took out from my queue. So I won't have 5 in my queue now. Fine. Next, let's say 7 is not touched or I haven't visited 7. So 8 will be taken out from my node. From my queue. So my final queue, it will not have 5 and 8. It will only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 7. This is what is breadth first search, BFS. Okay. Am I clear with that to everyone? Hey Achal. Fine. Am I clear with this thing to everyone, guys? Okay, Piyush. Okay, moment see, understand it in a way कि whatever the numbers I have in my queue, okay, I would just try to visit each and every node. I would just try to visit each and every node of my diagram, right, of my chart which I have. Whatever the node I will not visit, I will say कि that node, that the adjacent to that node, whatever will be the number adjacent to that node, I will say I will not put it, I will not enter this, I will not keep it inside my queue. I will remove that number from my queue and rest everything will be put down into my queue. That is what is this BFS. Now is that clear to you, Momin? Okay, Achal, fine. Okay, fine, Moment. Right, so yeah, this is how you work with the breadth first search, BFS. So you have to be very, very, very clear and very sure once you are trying to go through this breadth first search. I hope now you know what is this exactly. Right, now I will take you to the exact topic, which is about building an undirected graph and finding up the shortest path with the help of the dictionaries in the Python programming language. Okay, because in that you will be requiring this breadth first search algorithm, because BFS algorithm will be required in the same. Okay. Okay, first of all, what I'll do, I'll just try to build up an undirected graph for you all. First of all, tell me what kind of a graph is it, guys? Yes, everyone, tell me what kind of a graph is it? Yesterday, if you have attended my lecture clearly, you might have understood what is this kind of a graph. Weighted, indirect, weighted, okay. Right, guys, this is an undirected graph. You know very well this is an undirected graph, and if I ask you the reason, you will be knowing the reason, because here this graph is not having any direction, right? Now if I ask you the total how many nodes and how many edges we have in this particular graph, total how many nodes and total how many edges we have in this graph? You said one, total how many nodes and total how many edges we have in this graph, guys? Seven nodes, 8 edge. I use she. Okay. Rest everyone, be quick, guys. Yesterday you might have attended my class, right? So let me know. I explained you for 1 hour yesterday how to find the nodes and the edges. Okay, Moon, 7 nodes, 0 edges. Okay. Guys, you are again missing the answer. Yesterday also you did the same mistake. Today also you are doing the same mistake, everyone. So just 7 nodes. I told you, when there is an undirected graph, there are no directions in my graph. I cannot say whether it is a node or it is an edge. I can't say in that particular case. So here the answer should be maybe none of, if I give you any options, either you will say none of these or you will say don't know, because this is an undirected graph. And very clearly yesterday for 1 hour I explained you all ki whenever there is an undirected graph, you don't have directions at which branch or which node is pointing to the other node or which value is pointing to the other value. You can say you cannot say that this is total how many nodes or total how many edges you have in this particular graph. Remember yesterday I told you about all of these particular things, guys. No, Chinnadedi, we can't say A and F are nodes or not. We can't exactly say that particular thing. I don't know if you were present yesterday in the class or not. But nodes, we can't say till the time I am not giving these any directions. I don't know whether A is pointing to B or B is pointing to A. I don't know that particular thing, right? And till the time I don't know which particular value is which way A or B, what is pointing towards to what? How can I decide what is a node, what is not a node? Or what is an edge? Because nodes are the ones which are branches, and edges, they don't have any further branches. Now you might have seen this F and G, and you might have said that okay, there are two edges and rest all are nodes over here, right? Now what if I put the direction of F and G like this? Now F and G are not nodes because they have their branch, it is pointing towards C, right? So they have their branch. Now this is not a node, so this is not an edge now. So my answer would be wrong in that particular case. So always see whether into your graph the directions are given or not. Till the time directions are not given, you can't say total how many nodes or total how many edges you have into your graph. Clear with that, everyone, now? Okay, Sujoy. Yes, everyone. Am I clear with this thing to everyone now? Okay. Okay. Let's proceed in now. And now we will be just trying to do a little bit of stuff. Okay, we're just trying to build up a program into which we will be actually trying to make this particular graph kind of a thing, right? Let's move on to a Google Colab. Let's do some stuffs in the programming kind of a thing. Let me start on with my Google Colab. So till the time everyone, you all also start with your Google Colab and we'll be just writing a code. Okay, Mumim, fine. So we'll be trying to build up a graph with the help of dictionaries. That is what we will be writing the code for. Fine. Now, whenever it comes about building a graph with the help of dictionaries, you have to import up a library. We have a function which is default dict. Default dict. Now, you will be using that particular function to achieve your goal. And that function comes into the collections library. So first of all, you will be writing from collections, import default dict. When collections is library which we have up in Python programming language, and under that there is one default dict function which comes up over there, right? So now we'll be using the function to build up the graph. So I will just very quickly write def. It will be my function will be def graph. And putting up the brackets like this, right? I'll be putting in the edges also over here. Now, edges is the main portion where I will be working with exactly. Okay, I would now put my edges in terms as I want. Now, if you see this one note. So, what I draw that A is referring to B, A is referring to E, A is referring to C also, right? Then B is referring to my D, and D is referring to my B is referring to D, and B is referring to E also, and then D is referring to E. Kind of this I just have like got this figure into my eyes, right? So I would be just drawing this graph only. I would be just writing which is referring to what in my code. Okay? So I'll just go on to the Google Colab and I would just start writing that we have A and B together. Fine. Then we are having A and E together. Now you can just see the graph which might you all have drawn onto the notebook, and just try to verify from that. Okay. Then next we are having that A is referring to E. Okay. Sorry, A to E we did. Now it's the time A and C were there, right? So capital C. Then in that case, B was referring to my D. Fine. Next was B is referring to my E. Then C was referring to F. So C was referring to F. Okay. Next we had C was referring to G, comma, and D was referring to my E, right? So how did I write all this? You know, I just have seen this graph. C was referring to F, C was referring to G, right? D was referring to E. All these just I have written up into a form of a list. Fine. Now moving further, what I'll do, I'll just go down over here and I will just write over graph, a variable, right? And I will just use that function which is my default dict function, and I would just store that. Okay, I am just storing all this in the format of a list, right? That is what I have to just do over here. Now what I will just do, I will just use up a loop. Okay, it will help me to iterate over each and every edge of the group. So I'll just go with the for loop. So for edge in edges. For edge in edges, I will just write a comma b is equal to, I will just do edge of 0, comma, I will just do edge of 1. Okay, I will just do edge of 0, comma, edge of 1. Right? Now what I would do, I would just create a graph. I would just create a graph as an adjacency list. As I told you about the adjacent elements list, right? So I would go in a manner ki graph of A. I would just use my append function and I would just append B into this. Okay, A comma B we are having. And into my graph B, I will append the A. So I will just write here graph B dot append of A. Fine, that is it. Coming out of my for loop, I'm going to return up over here as graph. So I just simply collected from collections. I imported the default dict. I used a build graph function. I had put down the edges into the same, right? Very good evening, Mukesh. Very good evening. Then I simply use a variable as a graph variable, and to that I stored up the default dict, that is a list, right? And apart from that, I had simply moved up here and I simply now using the main function. So I would just write if name is equal to main, my main function. Fine. I'm just simply going to use here that graph is equal to, I will be using my build graph function. So build underscore graph function, which we recently had made onto the above line, right? Build dot graph. And coming down, I would be just simply writing up here print graph, right? And that is it, right? That is it, what is being done over here. When I would just run this complete program, let's see what it is showing me. It is showing me that A is referring to B, E and C, B is referring to A, D and E, E is referring to A, B and D, C referring to A, F, G, D referring to B and E, F referring to C, and G is referring to again C. So what this gave me as a result, what respective variable is referring to what? What respective? Like under A, we are having how many branches? We are having B, E and C. Now if you go to my OneNote, you will see that for the A, we are having B, E and C, all the three we had, right? If I go and check for C, it will say for C you are having F, G and A. Sorry, F and G. So let's check it for C. Oh yeah, C we are having A, F, G as it is, A, F and G, right? So this is how this completely works out. Okay, fine, Shanredi, I'll just repeat it once again. What was our program about? Our program we were trying to implement to build a graph with the help of the dictionaries, right? What I did, I simply had put down a few values here. Now you can just put these randomly too. I just have made a clear idea into my mind. Then I had put down all of these. You can simply do this onto your own also. So from the collections library, we imported a function which is default dict. Okay. Now after that, we just made a function which is build underscore graph. Into that we stored down these edges. Now these edges are into the list or into the format of your list. Fine. Now what I'm doing, I'm just typecasting. I'm just converting my list into the default dict. Fine. From a default dict function, I'm just using up over here in the bracket as list. Then I just simply started with my for loop for the iterations, iterate over each and every edge of my graph. So in that case, A comma B were two of the variables. So we had taken here edge as 0 and edge of 1. Okay? Then what I did, I simply appended up the values. In my graph A, I appended the value of B. In the graph B, I have appended the value of A. And that is it. At last, I returned out the graph as a final output. Fine. Now, going further, I just defined up the main function. I called in my build underscore graph function and I simply tried to print in my graph. I wanted to check over here okay, which respective character is referring to what other character. So it is showing me that A is referring to B, E and C. E is referring to A, B, D. C is referring to A, F, G. So similarly, it has told me about all of the other characters. What is referring to other what? Right, so am I clear with this thing to everyone, guys? How this exactly works out? What's the method for this to work? Are we clear with the same, everyone? And children, are you clear with the same? Okay, because we were having two values in a list, na? This was the reason. We're having two values in a list, and because of that, we need to take the graph A and graph B. If we had one, then we would have taken one value. A will go over all the values which are present at 0 index. B will go over all the values which are present at first index. Okay, fine. Right, so this is somewhat we had up into your complete syllabus for the DSA for data science and AI batch. Right, this was about all your syllabus which we had in also, and this is exactly all complete which we had in for you, right? So let me know now, everyone. Just let me know, guys. Do you have any doubts? Do you have any questions which you want to ask me out under this today's class? And for tomorrow, as I said, we will be having a crash course class, which you will be joining me at 7 p.m. tomorrow, sharp 7 p.m. in the evening. The crash course will be about your complete data structures and algorithm for your interview preparations, for your placement point of view, and even for your GATE, DS and AI 2024. Okay, so it's a request for everyone that do join on time at 7 p.m. tomorrow. You can already mark up your calendars. Just you can just it is already scheduled on the channel. You can just go over there and just click on the notify button. So once I go live tomorrow, you will be notified about the same and you won't miss the class for tomorrow. Okay, in that crash course, we'll be starting from very basic like arrays, linked list, queues, stacks, heaps, trees, everything will be covering. Then we'll be moving on to your searching and sorting algorithms, line linear search, binary search, right, bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort. Then we'll be coming to this graph theory where we deal like learning about these things again. And this is all what we'll be having in for tomorrow for that particular of this particular complete idea. Jitin, ma'am, this class will be good from AK2 examinations. See, Jitin, if you have DSA into your syllabus, so absolutely it will be awesome for you to join in, because any kind of DSA for your preparations, for your examinations, or for your interviews, for your GATE exams, any kind of a DSA is covered up over here. So obviously, surely you can join in this class and you can just have up your revisions and the understanding of the concepts. Okay. Perfect, guys. So if you people do not have anything, I'll just let you know one more thing. If you want to take the GATE, DS and AI courses for GATE 2024. So right now the courses, the current price for the course is 16,999. Okay, but if you apply my code, which is SHA10, you will get the code at just 50% off onto the course. You will get it at 7,999. Right, so if you just want to take the course, a link for the same you'll get in the description box. Just go ahead and check out that particular link, and under that link only you'll be getting my courses. This particular DSAI course. You can enroll into that course with my code of SHA10 with 50% off. Okay, so you get a lot of features under the course. You get the plus features for all of the courses. You have the special classes, whole day classes will be scheduled for you, proper live, proper sessions. proper, you'll be getting the questions to solving, the MCQs, the kind of questions which will be asked, each and everything for you. Okay. The proper, you'll be having the sessions where you can raise up your hand, asking your queries, one-on-one mentorships, everything will be getting up over there. Okay. Okay, Jitin. Okay, ma'am, I have DSE in my syllabus and I'm very weak. Yeah, sure, Jitin, you can join in tomorrow's crash course. Very surely you can join that, and I'm sure you might get a good understanding about DSE tomorrow. Okay, I hope that might help you out. So yeah, you can join in. Just try to join in with a paper, pen, and a laptop with you. Okay, into which laptop just try to open up a Google Collapse, and paper and a pen. We will be writing in the notes that I will be letting you know tomorrow about the different topics and about the differentiations and a lot of things. Okay, just make sure you're having all of those things with you. Great, everyone. So if you all are done, whatever I am done whatever I had for today to let you all know. Okay, just do join tomorrow's crash course for your data science, data structures and algorithms. I'm pretty sure that will help you to get a very clear idea about DSA, a very good quick revision, and a lot of new things to learn in the same. Just let me know once again at the final, do you have any queries or shall we close it for today? Okay, Mikesh. Okay, China, ready? The usual live sessions which we have, those starts around 7:15. They end up at 8. Okay, because after that we take the special classes too on the Unacademy app. Okay, so that's the reason. The crash courses are long. That is, you have the crash courses of 2 to 3 hours and regular classes of around 45 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, and yeah, that is how we work. Like we go live every day, China, ready. Okay, Jitin. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Will you start from basic? Yeah, Jitin, very basic. I'll be starting it from tomorrow. So, see, Python, we already have done a crash course of 3.5 hours, I guess. Okay, and we already did that previously. So, after Python, we'll be going with tomorrow DSA. We'll be starting with your arrays and coming up to the graph theory at the end. Okay, Momin, why you append the graph A dot append B? Okay, see, because Momin, I just wanted to have the whatever these edges I have at my first position, I want it to be in my graph A, and whatever the values I had in my 0th index, I wanted to have in the graph B. That is why I did a like opposite things over here. I just wanted to reverse up the values, nothing more than that. Traversal, this is what traversal means, right? You just wanted to reverse up the values and nothing more than that. We have written 2 nodes as a concatenation, so we append like that. Yeah. Yeah, and here is one term that is traversal also. This is only where we do the traversal, means reversing and the shifting of the numbers from one place to the other. That is only the thing. Okay. Okay, fine. So I hope it's all done for today. Again, I'll remind you, do join me tomorrow for the crash course. Okay, it's gonna be a very fun kind of a session. Okay, do join. You'll be getting a lot of things to learn also, and the things. Okay, why append the graph? Okay, see, Mumi, what I wrote over here. Just let me show you. I wrote in the value of A, I want all the characters which are onto the 0th index. For my variable B, I wrote all the characters which are onto the first position. Right? This is what I did. And then into my graph A, I am traversing the things. Traversing means I'm just exchanging up the values. It means in my graph A, I will take all the values which are in the B variable, and in my graph B, I will take all the values which are in my A variable. Okay. Okay, yeah, guys, everyone, I'll just try to make sure that tomorrow this echo is being rectified by the team. I'll just ask the team once to look over what issue is coming in the audio, and tomorrow I'll just get it done. Okay. Is that okay moment now? Are you able to get it now? I have just reversed up the values. Okay, perfect guys. Okay. So okay, fine guys. So thank you everyone for joining in this class today. Thank you everyone for being here. It was super good to have you all over here, right? So sure, Mickey, I'll very soon share my journey with you all. Okay, I would very soon share my journey with you all. That I'll take a separate class. There only I'll tell you all about myself. Okay, just let the syllabus come to a little bit of edge, right? Then I'll just do that particular thing. So thank you for joining in this class. Thank you everyone guys for being here. I'll see you all tomorrow in the crash course at 7 p.m. sharp. So do mark up your calendars and don't forget to join me tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys. It was great having you all here. And looking forward to see you all tomorrow again. Bye-bye guys and take care. Have a great evening ahead, all of you.